Here's why Aemond and Criston Cole's alliance will change everything. In the world of House of the Dragon, alliances are everything. The Dance of the Dragons is not just a war of fire and blood, it is a war of strategy, loyalty, and timing. Every decision, every partnership, every shared goal has the potential to reshape the fate of Westeros. One of the most shocking and consequential developments in Season 2, and one that fans are just beginning to fully grasp, is the alliance between Prince Aemond Targaryen and Sir Criston Cole. On the surface, this might seem like an unexpected partnership, a prince driven by ambition and vengeance, and a knight whose life has been defined by duty, loyalty, and personal conflict. But in reality, this alliance is more than a mere meeting of convenience. It has the potential to change everything, to tip the scales of the war, and to redefine power within the Green faction. To understand why this alliance is so significant, we first need to examine the characters involved. Prince Aemond Targaryen is a dragon rider unlike any other. Bold, ambitious, and fiercely protective of his family's claim, he is both brilliant and terrifying. Aemond has been forged in fire, literally and figuratively. His life has been defined by rivalry, loss, and a desire to assert his dominance. He is not a prince who waits patiently for opportunity. He seizes it, and he will stop at nothing to achieve his goals. From the moment he matures into a formidable dragon rider, Aemond has demonstrated that his strength lies not just in the power of Vhagar, but in his ability to intimidate, manipulate, and control. Criston Cole, on the other hand, is a man of discipline, honor, and obsession. Once known as the King's Hand's champion and the Queen's protector, Criston's life has been defined by loyalty and rigid adherence to duty, but also by personal vendettas. His rise to prominence came through skill, bravery, and his relentless pursuit of what he believes is right. Criston is not a man who bends easily to persuasion, and yet he has always sought order in a world filled with chaos. He is intelligent, strategic, and deadly in combat, making him a pivotal figure in the Green's military operations. Individually, both Aemond and Criston are formidable, but what makes their alliance so potentially catastrophic for the war is how perfectly their strengths complement each other. Aemond brings fire, ambition, and unpredictability. Criston brings discipline, experience, and an almost surgical precision in strategy and combat. Together, they create a partnership that balances daring with control, aggression with calculation. In the midst of the Dance of the Dragons, such an alignment is a game changer. At first glance, fans might assume this alliance is temporary, a mere marriage of convenience dictated by circumstance. After all, Westeros is a place where loyalties shift like sand, and personal grudges can undo the strongest bonds. Yet the partnership between Aemond and Criston runs deeper than simple strategy. There is mutual respect, forged through shared experiences of betrayal and ambition. Both have suffered personal losses that the other can understand. Aemond lost his brother in the shadow of political conflict, and Criston was burned by his divided loyalties and the consequences of his actions as the king's protector. Each sees in the other a kindred spirit, someone who operates with a clarity of purpose that most of their contemporaries lack. One of the most immediate consequences of this alliance is the consolidation of military power within the Green faction. Before their partnership, the Greens were effective but fragmented. Different lords pursued personal agendas, and even within the core leadership, there was tension over strategy. Otto Hightower, though brilliant, often struggles to enforce cohesion among ambitious men. Alicent, while politically savvy, cannot dictate battlefield tactics. Aemond and Criston's combined presence changes that dynamic. Where before the Greens risked infighting, now they have two figures capable of enforcing discipline and executing bold maneuvers with precision. Their coordination promises to make Green forces far more efficient and deadly, particularly in engagements where dragonfire and tactical genius intersect. Another reason this alliance is pivotal lies in the psychological warfare it brings. Aemond has always been a figure of fear, both on the battlefield and among his enemies. Vhagar is not just a dragon, it is a weapon of intimidation that embodies the very idea of Targaryen dominance. Criston, meanwhile, is a figure whose reputation precedes him, a knight feared for his skill, his ruthlessness, and his unwavering loyalty to his chosen cause. Together, they amplify the Green's aura of invincibility. Lords who might have been hesitant to commit now feel pressure to align fully, lest they face the combined wrath of two of the most dangerous figures in the realm. This psychological edge cannot be overstated. It is one of the most effective forms of warfare, especially in a land where rumor and reputation are as lethal as swords and dragons. But perhaps the most significant impact of this alliance lies in its potential to alter the course of the war itself. Until now, the Blacks have held a precarious advantage, thanks largely to Rhaenyra's sons, her dragon riders, and key strategic alliances. However, the war has always been balanced on a knife's edge. Aemond and Criston's coordination allows the Greens to execute operations that could directly undermine the Blacks' strategic positions. From controlling key river passages to launching targeted dragon attacks on critical Black strongholds, their combined efforts threaten to destabilize Rhaenyra's forces in ways that no single leader could achieve alone. Importantly, this partnership also introduces a new layer of unpredictability. While many characters in the Greens operate according to established patterns of loyalty and caution, Aemond is notoriously impulsive when driven by vengeance, and Criston is capable of ruthless pragmatism when the situation demands. Their alliance allows them to blend these tendencies, creating a force that can strike swiftly, adapt fluidly, and exploit weaknesses that might have been overlooked by other leaders. This unpredictability makes them exceptionally dangerous in both political and military arenas. Fans may also underestimate the personal dimension of this alliance. Aemond and Criston are united not only by shared goals but by shared personal grievances. Both have been slighted, doubted, or challenged by those around them. Both have reasons to assert dominance and prove their worth. This personal motivation, when channeled through coordinated action, transforms them from two strong individuals into a force that can dictate the terms of conflict. Their alliance is as much emotional and psychological as it is strategic. It is fueled by ambition, pride, and a shared desire to leave an indelible mark on Westerosi history. There are, of course, risks inherent in any such partnership. Both Aemond and Criston are strong-willed, and history has shown that alliances between powerful personalities can be unstable. Conflicts of ego, disagreements over strategy, or divergent personal goals could undermine their cooperation. However, at this moment in Season 2, the mutual benefits and shared stakes outweigh these potential conflicts. They recognize that unity is essential if the Greens are to maintain their advantage and eventually seize victory. This pragmatic focus on collaboration makes their alliance resilient, at least in the short term. The implications of this alliance extend beyond the battlefield. Politically, Aemond and Criston can coordinate to influence lords, enforce loyalty, and suppress dissent within the Green faction. Their combined authority creates a hierarchy that rivals even Otto Hightower's influence. Lords and knights who might have acted opportunistically are now forced to reckon with the fact that disobedience could provoke a coordinated response from two of the most formidable figures in Westeros. This consolidation of power ensures that the Greens present a united front,